Welcome Santa Clarita Valley. We're here on your Neighborhood Watch with your host, Perry Smith, KHTS AM 1220 News Director, and my very special guest, Deputy Josh Dubin of the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station Crime Prevention Unit.
Wow.
You, sir, have a title.
That was outstanding, Perry. Good morning to you.
Thank you. Good morning. We got a great show today. A lot of guests lined up, a lot of topics to talk about, a lot of outreach going on in the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station. Just want to give a little rundown for the listeners. We're going to have Commander Mike Parker from the
North Patrol Division Commander. We're very excited to have him on the show today.
Woo. And we're going to be talking about what you should know if you're shopping, buying, or selling online. We're going to talk a little bit about the Nixle reports that are coming out through the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station, some crime stories from around the country. Let's talk a little bit real quick, give the listeners what they need to know about Facebook, Twitter, how they can get in touch with their local sheriff station.
Copy that, Perry. So the Neighborhood Watch started as a partnership between KHTS AM 1220 and the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station. And part of our outreach that we do through the Crime Prevention Unit, and all of the deputies, for that matter, at the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station, is we want to get information out to the public. We want to let people know what we're doing, how not to become a victim of a crime, some of the positive things we're doing, who we're on the lookout for, different things like that. So let's talk about social media first.
Absolutely, and there's a bunch of different ways. You do a lot of that just for the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station. As far as if a Santa Clarita Valley resident wants to interact with a deputy, they can generally contact you through Twitter and Facebook, right?
And Nixle. So let's talk about Nixle first. It's a free service. You can sign up at www.nixle.com, Nixle. Again, a free service, and you're going to receive information geographically specific to your area. And you could go through the settings, you could filter on what you would like to receive information about and what you don't want to receive information about. It's widely popular, and it's used by our zone leaders here at the station. And go ahead, Perry.
Well,
you look like you wanted to say something.
It's not just about the crime reports that you guys put out every week that lets people know what may be happening in their neighborhood. You also guys put out big breaking news alerts when you have something you want to get the message out to a lot of people. You also use Nixle, right?
We do.
We do.
And one of the advantages of Nixle is not only will it text message your phone, and if you have a smartphone, you can read the text message, click on the link, it'll open the story. You can get immediate information from your sheriff station. That's one positive thing. Another thing is it's going to send you an email. Oftentimes, if we're looking for a suspect, if we want to release video surveillance, anything like that, we'll send it through Nixle, go right to your email address. And we'll have instructions on there that if you know who the person is or if you recognize the person, who to contact. Another thing we do is a lot of positive stories through it. We then take what we send out on Nixle after, people sign up for Nixle, like I said, on the website. We recommend that, especially, if there's a natural disaster. And how many earthquakes have we had lately?
A few.
Yeah.
None here, luckily. There's been La Habra, LA area, but
I did feel one at my house here in Santa Clarita on Friday.
Last week.
So Nixle is one way that we use to reach out to people. Another way is Twitter. Twitter, obviously
at SCV Sheriff?
Widely popular, at SCV Sheriff. Follow us on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter and you want to view our Twitter feed to see some of the things that we're talking about, that we're posting, that we're interacting with the residents, just go to www.twitter.com / if I can even talk, SCV Sheriff.
Okay, and then that'll let you look at what you guys have been putting out in the last few days.
Right. It's our whole entire Twitter feed. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're into Facebook,
which I am.
Which you are, top of your Facebook search bar, type in Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station. Our Sheriff Station page will come up. I think we have about 3,400 likes right now.
And I see a lot of interaction as far as when there's a story posted up, somebody will ask a question, and if somebody else doesn't answer, then I usually see a response from the station, which is pretty cool.
Right, absolutely.
That's almost live time.
Absolutely. And people comment and they interact with us. They tell us things that they like what we're doing, that they don't like what we're doing, and we interact with them. The entire CPU, every morning, we've talked about it before, the CPU is a bullpen style setup, and all of us zone leaders and myself and the sergeant and the lieutenant, we're all in there. We're talking about current crime trends. We're talking about things going on in the Santa Clarita Valley, and we get that out to the residents quickly and accurately.
And then my understanding is that after the crime analysis takes place on a fairly regular basis, you guys get together and then talk with other deputies on patrol so they know what's going on.
Absolutely.
Right? You guys kind of work out.
Absolutely. And it's the zone leaders in the crime prevention unit that are reaching out to the patrol deputies, to the entire station staff, and letting us know we're doing crime trend analysis, we're doing, different things going on in the valley. And part of it's interaction with the public, part of it's interaction with the patrol deputies. It's been a widely successful program. And
speaking of outreach, we have two things coming up. There's going to be 2 seminars, workshops that are going to be between now and our second show, which is every first and third Thursday of the month. So you want to tune in from 10 to 11 on Thursdays, every other Thursday, for the Neighborhood Watch. And there's going to be 2 seminars. You're giving one of them, Teen Drugs and Consequences, and sexting, cell phones, and social media, kind of going to be the 2 topics.
right.
So all really kind of teen parent issues that we're going to be talking about. And then also I also want to mention there's going to be Coffee with the Captain, because we have a pretty new Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station Captain, Roosevelt Johnson, who's also going to be on the show
April 17th.
April 17th, the second Thursday of this month. So definitely people should tune into that. We have to take a quick commercial break, but then we're going to be back with Commander Mike Parker.
We're going to get him on the phone, and Perry's going to fire away some
I'm going to
questions.
grill him. I'm going to put him on the hot seat. So we'll be back after this commercial break on your hometown station, KHTS AM 1220.